Welcome back to the workshop. Today I'm going to talk about the Stanley Pro Ceramic Utility Space Heater. A lot of times when you see this online it'll say Lasko. So probably Lasko makes them all and Stanley just slapped their name on it. It happens. So I bought this unit many years ago, let's say probably 2016, 2017. I had a garage at my former workshop that was just one big door for a two-car garage. This current garage has two doors, one for each car, and then another door just to go walk in and out of, a standard house door. So when I was in the other workshop, whatever the temperature was outside, that's pretty much what it was inside. It wasn't very insulated, so I bought this thing, and it works very well. In the new garage, it's very well insulated. It's a basement garage, and I think it works even better. And we'll give it a little test. I think that these are meant to be used just in your house. I've never worked with this in a house or on carpet. I'm just using it in extreme situations of an outside garage. So it probably works even better in an inside space. I have also worked with propane heaters, and that's a whole different story. So this will not perform as well as a propane space heater, but propane space heaters are usually used in construction and that sort of thing, and I wouldn't use that in this garage, or I definitely wouldn't use it in a house. Looking at the overall design of this, there's an air intake on either side. It does have a nice bottom. It's not padded, it's just a plastic bottom. Here's a little bit of a reinforcement for 4 points. You're going to put it on a nice floor. I don't know if you could use this on a carpet. I wouldn't, but that's me. And the air comes out this way, a nice handling case on top. You got 2 knobs, you got the power button, and you've got a temperature sensor. Temperature sensor, we'll get into that in a minute. The power button, you basically have off, you have a fan speed, and then 1 and 2. And it's just, I guess, different fan speeds for the heater part. The fan itself just blows out cold air. I've never used the fan speed other than just a couple days ago, just to test it again, and I don't know. I mean, I have oscillating fans in the workshop. I don't really need a fan speed. And then on the temperature end, when you start it up, you put it to the highest end. So you start out with a little circle and a negative or a minus symbol, and you work your way all the way up to a big circle and a plus circle, a plus symbol. And so the idea is you start out the highest, and then as you reach the heat setting that you want, you turn this thing down until the unit turns off, and then that's where it will remain. As I said, the unit will turn off, and then it will turn back on when the temperature goes below that threshold. And there's a little light indicating that it is plugged in. The plug is just a standard 2 plug with one polarized a little larger. This is not a special 220 or anything like that. I use it only in an outlet. I do not put this in a surge protector or an extension cord because they always say don't do that. If you're in a garage, a GFCI would be better, but we don't all have that all the time. This garage unfortunately does not. This is an older house. So give it a little test dry and demonstration and see how it goes. Okay, starting out, we've got about 55 degrees here in the garage. All right, going ahead and setting it up, putting it on the floor, plugging it in, the light turns on. So the power switch I'm going to put onto 2, fan 1 and 2, and it's already up to the highest heat setting, the largest circle. So I'm going to let that sit and run for a little while until we get to a point of temperature that we're comfortable with. So it's been running probably about 20 to 30 minutes now, and it's up to 59 degrees in this 2-car garage. It's now showing 61 degrees, and it'll probably keep going up. So at this point, let's go ahead and say that we've reached the temperature that we want. So let's reach in temperature thing and just move it slowly until it turns off. Okay. So at this level, when the temperature, theoretically, when the temperature goes down, it will turn back on automatically and keep the room at that desired temperature. Some pros and cons of this unit. Well, first of all, it only gets as hot as it wants to, so just keep that in mind. The knobs on mine, this one is starting to plasticize already. I think sort of what I'm saying, the plastic feels more like rubber and sticky. And that's the plastic reversing itself. This knob is not so bad, but this one is kind of like that. Now, for the last year, I've kept it in a shed, which is not climate controlled. It's possible that conditions were favorable from hot and cold to cause this to break down. And before that, it was kept in an attic, which was also not climate controlled. So that may be part of it. But something like this should be able to handle those types of conditions and not break apart so easily. And I'm not saying this is breaking apart, but that's just an issue. The other thing is, this is not a true temperature guide. It's just a bunch of circles that go from large to small in diameter. And that's what your temperatures are based on. And sometimes you have to go all the way to the end to find the temperature that you want. I don't know. To me, a bunch of dots of different diameters doesn't really help me understand how warm the unit's going to be. It would be better if it had actual temperatures, but that may be too scientific for a unit of this that only cost $50 or so. But this is a reasonable solution. If you have a cold spot that you're doing some work in, and you like to have a little heat, it certainly will work for that. It's not a major heater. You do see reviews online. People don't like it because it doesn't get that hot. It does not. And in fact, as hot as they would prefer it to get, I don't know that I would want it that hot in a workshop situation. But again, this may not have been marketed for a workshop. It may be marketed for any space in your home. This is not a promotion. It's just my honest review of the Stanley Pro Ceramic Space Heater. Thanks for watching.